Hey guys, this is Gear Nut Jim here, and I want to give you a quick initial impression slash look at of the Buck 0327 Nobleman folding knife. This came in a day or two ago, and I haven't really done anything to it in terms of putting it through its paces, but I just wanted to give you an overview, quick look, and kind of let you know what my thinking was in getting this knife. Um, my daily carry is a much more expensive Chris Reeve knife that I've had for years and I really like. It may be in another video on this channel. But sometimes when you're going out and about, you like to have a pocket knife that you're not so worried about whether or not you're going to lose. So this is what I look for when I'm looking for a knife in that category. Is something that's around $20 or so. My what I call pajama carry knife, which is the Spyderco Bird 2. You guys can check out the full review in another video. It's right here for a size comparison. And again, this is a $20 or so knife, very lightweight, small, utilitarian, does the job well, holds an edge fairly well, stays in the hand fairly well for a really great price. So sometimes I throw this guy in my pocket when I'm worried about losing it. But one of the things I don't like about this for out and about carry is this very, very bright pocket clip here. To me, this thing really stands out. It just says, hey, I'm carrying a knife. And so one of the things I was looking for when I was looking around for this Buck Nobleman, and one of the things I liked about it was the color of this. It's a very dark gray, lower profile. I know the light's hitting it in such a way that it's probably a little hard to tell the difference between these two, but I can tell you up close and personal, this one is very bright stainless, and this one is a darker gray color. Now, you may have noticed right here, I've actually experimented with a Sharpie right there, which it's actually sticking very well. It's dried and it's not coming off. So even to blacken this even further, I wouldn't mind if this were just a solid black. So that was my reason for checking that out. What I call a disposable knife, inexpensive knife that has a low profile look to it. The description says that this has a carbon fiber handle. I don't believe that to be true. I think it's probably some sort of powder coat of some sort. And it also uses the word rubberized in the description. I would say, it feels a little on the slippery side to me. I don't know what it would be like wet in use, but I think it's probably going to be fine for day to day. That is one place where the Spyderco excels. This has a great grip to it. I like the drop point blade. I really like the fact that this is titanium coated. This is a 440A steel blade here, which is as long as it's hardened fairly well, it's a decent steel for a beater. Easy to sharpen, should hold an edge fairly well. I'll tell you, out of the box, this thing is super stiff in every way. When I first pulled it out of the box, look how you can see how hard I'm having to press just to get this thing open. So it does have an adjustable nut here. That's all good. And of course I can put some lube in here and I can loosen this up. It's a frame lock, which is a lot like my Chris Reeve, so I like that. And it's also tipped down, which is like my Chris Reeve, and I like that. So I think it's going to be a good replacement in that sense. It's got a nice weight to it. It's not nearly as light as this one, but that's okay. Thumb stud feels pretty good, and I can also tell you that out of the box it's very sharp. I use the test I use is what a lot of knife sharpeners use this. It's the fingernail test, and basically when you run it on your fingernail, it should feel like it's stopping or getting caught there, as opposed to if it's very dull, it'll just slide. So this thing is real sharp, I can tell you. So overall, the Buck 0327 Nobleman seems like a great bargain for the $22 that it costs. I would say that overall, if it holds an edge as well as the Spyderco does. I probably have a winner for the purposes of just a quick, throwaway knife that I'm not too worried about. I like the drop point blade. I like the design of the tip down, and I like the fact that all this is grayed out. So that's my just quick impression of the Nobleman folding knife. It's about $20 on Amazon. Check it out. Hope this helps. This is Gear Nut Jim signing off.